Julia's Eyesight Adventure. Hello, it's the 12th of November 2017 and here I am still working on my eyesight. And what occurs to me today is it's really important, if you don't find a vision therapist or a Bates teacher or similar and you decide that you're going to work on your own eyesight yourself, it's very important to start by getting clear in your own mind what is going on with your eyes. Because your eyesight starts in your eyes and then it goes into your head and there are all sorts of processes going on. Your brain has to operate fine motor control in order to get images that it can make sense of. And quite often there are deficiencies there. Since I've been working with this little, what would you call it, a convergence chart, I have noticed that although I think I can see in 3D and I can do magic eye pictures and all that, it is actually a challenge to get the two eyes to work together. And what's more, once I have worked on this for maybe a couple of minutes at a time, maybe 3 or 4 times in a day, I noticed that the rest of my vision improves. My focus becomes better. You may say this is subjective. Well, when I'm watching television, I think that's a benchmark, because you so often, particularly with the news, you get subtitles on the television, and if they're in focus, then you know your focus is pretty good, and if they're blurred, then you know it's not. You have to relax, take a step back, allow it to come into focus. And what I find is that I'm aware that this is the eye that's doing the focusing. This eye's measured at -2, this eye's measured at -3. And so if I get the television into focus and do this, I notice that it's out of focus. Then I do this and it's in focus. So it's this eye that's doing the focusing. So it's becoming aware where the messages are coming from, how they're coming to your brain. And another interesting thing I've noticed about this eye, the worse eye, is that if I blank out this eye and do the relaxing and the swinging, I can actually get equally good focus with this eye. But then my brain can't combine them somehow. You know, if I do this, get the focus, I do this, problems. It all goes a bit. So this is why I think it's important for me particularly to work on, I don't know if I can get that to focus, these kind of binocularity practices. And I do notice there's a discrepancy there's a disparity. When I'm in focus with this eye, objects appear smaller than when I'm in focus with this eye. This is an adaptation, I guess, to this eye being more short-sighted, because the size that things appear to be is not absolute. Your brain makes up what size based on what information it gets. And so somehow my brain has got the idea with this eye that things in focus are at a different distance than they are with this eye, which makes it difficult for my brain to put those inputs together into a composite picture. If I'm describing it well, it's quite a complicated idea, but basically my message is observe what happens when you see things. Observe if you can get your focus to change by doing the shifting and swinging and the Bates practices. How does it change? Does it change equally with each eye? Does anything you do, like covering one eye, covering the other eye, maybe putting a kind of a field divider in the middle, does anything make a difference to that? Because it's feeling your way really towards better brain integration is what it's all about. So I'm just continuing with what I've been doing. I'm going to root through all my old bits and pieces and find more of these, because it feels to me that it's a good thing to practice just a little bit at frequent intervals. So see you next time. Bye.